Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here on GCAM Play, channel where I test out various craps strategies to see how good they are, see if it's something that you want to play, see if they're any good. Um, Often they are strategies I've seen elsewhere. Sometimes I come up with ones I think I've made up myself. It's really up and down whether I do that or not. This one, I think I'm coming up with it myself, but I could be completely wrong. Um, and it could be good or it could be trash. So let's find out. So basically, what I am going to do is I am playing across. So it's a hybrid strategy where you play both the light and the dark side. And what we want is we do not want to see any repeaters. So basically, what happens is we play across. When one of the numbers hits, we take that down and we lay that same number. So the theory here is hopefully we're not going to get many repeaters. We'll start replacing those numbers that hit to the dark side, and then the 7 will come and we'll get paid there as well. So we're not losing everything all at once. So just going to play table minimum, $10. We're on a $1,500 bankroll, but that's just what craps he gives you at the start. So let's jump in and see if this is any good or not. Okay, starting with a 7. We're just waiting for a point to be established here. There we go, out on the 6. And we will play across. So we just bet across. So it's 64 across. And let's see if this strategy makes any sense. Okay, starting with a 9. So 10 pays 14. So then we then take that down and we lay instead. Now, as you can see, there is a different minimum for what you can place. So minimum to place is $10. Minimum to lay is $30. Now, another option you could do, and this is something that we might try during the video, is we will put down a don't come instead, because you can do the minimum on there. I can put $10 and it will go across. So we'll start doing it this way, and then we'll switch to the don't come and we'll see. That's sort of a risk reduction strategy because you're not putting as much out there. Once you get a few numbers across, it gets a bit scary. Okay, let's go again. 213 means nothing to us. There we go. Paid on the 5. So once again, we're going to take this and we're going to move up to the lay. That'll bump up to 30. And let's go again. As I said, we're looking for non-repeaters. Okay, there's the 10, base 18. And basically, ideal roll is we'd hit each number individually, move them all across. So you have to put a little bit more on the outside number. And the reason it's more is because it's less likely to roll. So you've got a better chance of being successful there. And there's a 7. So as you can see on this roll, because we moved them across, we ended up 23 on that one, even though we lost the 8, the 6, and the 4. Because we'd laid the 5, the 8, and the 10, we came out on top. So after that first roll, 3 hits, 3 successful hits, and then the 7, we ended up almost $70 up overall. Okay, so out on the 9, we'll bet across again. And what you'll see with the difference there is if we were playing the don't come, we had 3 out, we lost 3. So we would have just broken even because we'd had $10 and they pay even money. Oh, we actually would have been down $2 because the 6 is the 12. So that's the difference of playing the don't come and doing the lay. Obviously, the downside to this is if another 10 rolls, we lose the whole 40, whereas if it was a don't come, we'd only lose 10. Okay, there's the 6. Another cash for us. There we go, you see there, the minimum there is 24. We'll just keep it at the minimum. And there's a 7. So we made 20, but we lost 24. So 10, 20, sorry, 22. So we lost $4 overall on that one. But we had those 2 wins. So as you can see, it went from 1569 to 1597. So another successful roll. Okay, out on the 8. Betting across. So it's working out so far for us. But we've been lucky. We haven't seen any of the numbers that we've laid come up. So that's where you end up losing. Looks like it's not going to let us turn the bets off if we move it to the lay, so we will wait till another point is established and then go again. So interesting strategy so far. I guess it could be seen as sort of a hedge. So by moving them up, you're sort of hedging against that 7. Okay, so we'll move that back up there because that's where we're up to. Let's go again. 8, there we go. So there's the first time we've seen a number we didn't want to see. And we'll keep going. That number's off the board now. You could, if you wanted to, replace it. That might be something we do actually. We'll just start again. Once you lose one, just replace it and start again. Or you can use the 7 as a reset. So each time a 7 comes in, you replace it. It's really up to you which way you want to do it. Okay, out on the 10. So I think we'll replace it this time. But we might swap between the two. And there we go. So we just threw away extra $12 by doing that, but that's okay. And there was a big loss for us. We're still up overall. Okay, on to shooter number 4. There's another 7. Doesn't matter though because we're not out there yet. Let's go again. There we go, out on the 8. Okay, and let's go. And for us, it doesn't really matter where the puck is. That doesn't have too much bearing on our strategy. We just don't want to see any repeated numbers. There we go. And we don't want to see 7s too early because, as you can see, we made 14, but then we lost 33. So you want to hit 2 or 3 numbers before you see that 7. Otherwise, it is going to be losing. Out on the 10, hard 5s there, hard 10, 2 5s. I'll say it correctly eventually. And a repeater. We don't mind that repeater because we weren't out there before then. So that is fine by us. We will take the money. Once a new point is established, we'll then move that up here. And happy to see a 4 and a 10 because they're less likely to roll, although we've had one of the more popular numbers. There's a 7. Another loser. Okay, lost 35.18, so now we're down overall. So short rolls are not good for the strategy. We want rolls somewhere around 5 or 6, I think, is sort of ideal with all different numbers. That's sort of guaranteeing you a profit. I think if you can get 5 or 6 rolls, all inside numbers, but different, then you're definitely going to profit. Okay, we hit the 4. Let's see if we can get another number. 6. There we go. Would like to see one more. That one, I think one more would guarantee us a profit. There we go, 10. Well, I say guarantee, a guarantee if these numbers don't get hit. If they do get hit, that is going to cost us 9. Okay. Now let's see an 8 and then a 7. 6, so we lose the 24 there. We'd like to see a 7 now. Two, we don't worry about that, doesn't bother us. See that 7. 9, we lost another one. It's starting to cost us now. Hopefully we won't see any 4s or 10s. There we go, there's a 7. Okay, so that was profitable. We are up a little bit, so that wasn't too bad. We made $16 at the end there, plus the 14, 18, 14 minus the 56 there. So slight money maker, that one. Even though we did lose 2 of the numbers. So I think that shows that it's a okay strategy. But obviously you do get lots of rolls where you're just repeating numbers over and over again, and hitting these inside numbers. It's definitely a possibility. There we go. That's a good example of it. So a 7 now would be very expensive. 2 and 3, we're not worried about that. We only want to see numbers between 4 and 10 that aren't a 7 at this point. There we go. 3 and 4. Another 3 there. See if we can get ourselves a 10. Nine, that's okay. We will take that. We'll get another point established. As you can see, this is on. So actually, that's a good point. We might, regardless of the puck being off, move this, because if the 7 does come, then we do get paid. Although downside then, if the 9 comes, we do lose it. So, and these aren't playing. So you know what? Scratch that. I'll leave that off for now, and we'll move it once the point is established. I think a little less risk. And there we go. Of course, they do that and take that away from us, but that's okay. Let's keep going. That's usually the way when you choose something and then change your mind. The thing you first choose normally happens. Okay, 8. We'll take that. Okay, happy to see a 5, a 7 or a 10. There's the 5. Now we want to see a 7 or a 10. That'll be a very successful roll for us if that was the case. Yo, 11. Let's get that 7. There's the 10. Okay, now a 7 would be lovely here. It's just the we did lose on the 6, so it wouldn't be a perfect roll, but close to if a 7 comes out now. And there it is. So yeah, that was pretty much as perfect as this strategy could go, other than the 6 that we lost. We got every other number up the top here, and then that 7 came for that profit of $76. And as you can see, now we're up to $16.72, so up almost $180 overall. And we're up to shooter number 8. So there's a good chance we are going to finish this one in profit, unless we have a really bad roll here, which can definitely happen. You get, you lose all the numbers. That's definitely going to bring us right down, although I think even if we do lose all of them, or to be close, we might just end up in profit. There we go. Started. We'll get repeaters every single time this roll, just our luck. 213 doesn't mean anything to us. And there's the 7. It's okay, but does definitely into our profit. Okay, shooter number 9. It's going to be close actually to see. We want another one of those good rolls to ensure us some profit. And obviously this is another good time to say know when to walk away. Obviously I'm not paying for any money here. I'm testing out a strategy, so whatever happens, happens. We're going through the standard 10 shooters. But before, as you can see, if you're up almost $200, might be the time to say goodbye, take your profits, go have a nice dinner, paid for by the casino. Okay, so I've got the 8. And there we go again. Okay, if a 7 comes now, it's definitely not looking good for us coming to the last shooter. 12, midnight, boxcars, a couple of different names for the 12. Okay, let's get some of these numbers. 8 doesn't mean anything to us anymore. We're not replacing it this time. But you can if you want to. Snake eyes. Two, 1, 3. Okay, happy to go up. We can get a 4 next. I'm okay with that. Make our way up the ladder. Even if we went 4, 5, 6, 7, I wouldn't mind. There's the 7. Okay. Now it's looking more likely that we are going to end our day in the negative, but let's see what this final shooter can do for us. You never know. Yeah, get those 7s out of the way nice and early, then we'll hit a few different numbers. I'd like to end up in the positive. Okay, out on the 4. Doesn't matter too much for us. We don't mind where it goes. Although obviously when the puck is off, the lay bets are still on, where the place bets aren't. You can always take them down though. Lay bets aren't permanent. It's not a contract. Okay, there we go. 5. Finally got a number there. Let's get a couple more going on top. 4. It's a winner. I'll move that one up top. Now, what I might do, just because I don't want to risk losing these ones at this point without making any money, is I'll bring these 2 down until the point is established. Now watch as the 7 comes out and I miss the payoff. There we go. That's the way it goes. It's funny how often you can pick it though. I think the program is listening to me, but you might want to leave them up. It's up to you what you want to do. Maybe just don't say it out loud because they're always listening and they'll throw out the number you don't want. Okay, 12. We want a couple more hits. 6 or an 8, we don't mind. There we go. 6, there we go. And I think if we were to end it now, would just be, there we go, we'll be just under, I think. Oh no, well over. Oh, of course, because we got those back plus the extra 60. Maths. Cool, okay, well, there we go. So through 10 shooters, and we ended up $100. So interesting strategy. I don't know whether it's good or bad. We didn't see many repeaters, which was lucky for us. I think if you're on a table, if you're playing this out and you're on a table and you see a lot of repeaters coming up, this is definitely not the strategy for you because you're just going to be losing money. Also, if you are getting short rolls, the average was 5, so you want sort of 5 or 6 roll average. If you get a lot of 0.7s, you're not going to get anywhere, you're going to be losing money. But overall, I think it was quite fun. I enjoyed it, and we ended up with a profit. So, yeah, tell me what you think. If you've got any modifications that you'd like to do. But other than that, that was place then lay, and I'll catch you on the next one. Catch you later, guys.